Case Reading Topic 2, Dear Student, Think Beyond the Screen. Dear Student, welcome to the Law School Playbook. I'm Hallie Hara, a professor of academic success and personal skills coach to law students and attorneys. I'm glad you're here. I'm a few years older than you. When I wanted information growing up, I turned to an outdated set of encyclopedias my parents bought from a door-to-door salesman, or I went to the library. Reading is different today. Inquiring minds no longer grab the musty, dust-covered encyclopedias from the shelf, but instead are immersed in digital media approximately 7 hours per day. This progress is truly amazing. Nearly every question you can conceive of can be answered in a few clicks. However, reading in this digital age has taken a toll on our intellect. Digital reading has pushed us away from developing into expert readers and left us as novices who fail to think critically about what we are reading. Cognitive scientist and reading scholar Marianne Wolf opines that the quality of our attention has changed with digital reading, and so has our ability to analogize, infer, and distinguish what we read. It turns out that the skills required for deep critical reading are much like the money in health flexible spending accounts. They are use it or lose it. Much of what we do today as readers is unconscious. We change media sources multiple times an hour and check our phones constantly. We use light reading skills to take in a constant stream of information that has us thinking with less depth and in shorter intervals. Wolf describes our reading behavior as triage. In other words, we make a trade-off between our need to know with our need to save and gain time. She explains that we are outsourcing our intelligence to the information outlets that offer the fastest, simplest, most digestible distillations of information we no longer want to think about ourselves. That sounds harsh, and most of us would be reluctant to agree that we are outsourcing our intelligence. However, there may be some truth to it. In researching this topic, I came across a website called 4-Minute Books, which describes entire books with short summaries that capture the 3 main ideas. Each summary is designed to be read in 4 minutes. The site claims that nearly 24,000 quote-unquote readers receive the weekly summaries, which I suppose one could argue might inspire a person to actually read the book. That doesn't seem to be the point, however, when the site claims, if this blog doesn't make you smarter in 4 minutes, no website will. So if the quality of our digital reading and thinking is on the decline, how can we engage in critical reading and thinking required of lawyers? We have to overcome what Wolf calls our lack of cognitive patience to make room for analytical thinking and sustained attention. The episodes that will follow will provide you with specific tips on how to do that. Generally speaking, we have to approach our law-related reading with an eye toward problem solving. In other words, we need to think beyond the screen. It is essential to your academic career and to the profession. If you'd like to read this episode, get suggestions for further reading, or to request individual coaching with me, please visit my website at www.lawschoolplaybook.com. As always, do your best and I'll be rooting for you.